How do you feel right now in terms of how you're playing or what you think you need to do to maybe get on that court?
I'm feeling pretty good. I'm a young guy. Coming here every day extra. Getting extra shots up, working extra with Coach McKee, me, Arnett, and a couple other guys. So it's just I'm taking my time. I'm getting better every day and just learning more and more.
Is it frustrating after getting so much, almost getting very acclimated to the league in the preseason, and then seeing your minutes reduced? How do you cope with that, and how do you stay ready?
Yeah, but this is all a part of the game. It's all a part of being a rookie in this league. I got a lot of great players in front of me. Drew Holiday is playing like an all-star right now.
Right.
Where y'all bringing us the toughness to the court. So I'm just waiting my turn and just whatever way I can help the team. Whether that's in practice, whether that's pumping the guys up on the bench. So I'm just staying positive.
Yeah, you don't seem too negative. You don't seem negative.
No, not at all. I'm blessed to be in this situation. I'm on a great team, playing for a great coach in my own city. I really have no complaints.
How much are you soaking in from those, I say older guys, they're not that much older than you, but how much are you soaking in from them and kind of picking their brains?
A lot, a whole lot. I'm learning a lot from Drew. Even though he's young, he's been in this league 4 or 5 years, I think. Evan is his 3rd year. Thad helps me a lot. Jay Ray, all those guys help me a lot. They tell me to stay ready, and whenever you call, I'll be ready, and that's what I'm trying to do.
What's it like going against Royale every day? I mean, those battles that the two of you have are pretty good.
Yeah, he gets me better. We go at it every day after practice. Then we come in here about 3 hours early before the game. We play, 2-on-2s and 1-on-1s, and we just compete. The most thing about it is just competing. He's following me, I'm following him. So it's just we get each other ready. So whether I can get him ready for who we about to play against that night, or he can just keep me sharp and keep me in shape, it helps both of us.
He came into the league as a starter, Royale did, but he's stayed in this league because of how he plays as a backup. Do you ever talk to him about that, just how you can sustain your career?
Yeah, you're a good person in this league before anything, I think you can have a pretty good career. If you come early, stay late, keep a great attitude, be a great teammate, you can have a good, successful career in this league. Everybody can be a superstar. Everybody can be, a 50 million type of player, but it's a place for role players in this league.
Is it tough coming to the gym? Tougher than it used to be? I mean, when you're a star, it's easy to come to the gym every day, but is it tougher now?
It's a little different, but I'm a gym rat. I've been that way, since Villanova. Even at Villanova, I was always the first one in the gym, last one to leave. So I'm used to it. It's a little different. Not playing, once you get done working out, but it's fine. I'm taking it all in, just getting better every day.
Like when you do go into a game, which I know hasn't happened that much, but because Doug is such a turnover-conscious coach, do you think about that? Do you put pressure on yourself to not make a mistake?
Yeah, in the back of your mind, is there. You get in there, whether it's a minute or two, you're like, well, hopefully I don't get a turnover this minute, or hopefully I can do something to catch his eye, So just, you think a little bit more when you're not playing as much and you get in there just for a little bit, but, it's something to get used to.